about that.
That's okay. We need to stay on the phone. That's the only way we're going to be able to hear you is on the phone. So we have your picture on the computer, but we've got you on the phone. So it all works out.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Tell us about you, Anthony, and why you were on the show the first time.
Can you say the last part again?
Tell the folks at home about you, who you are, and when and why we had you on the show the first time.
Hello, autism viewers. My name is Anthony Vasquez. And the last time I was on the show was in person, and I did the interview with Shannon about my times being an intern at Miller Career and Transition Center, my last school.
Yes.
2017.
You were, how old were you?
I was 21 years old.
And that's been a couple of years ago now. And you're all graduated from Miller now, right?
Yes, I am. December 2017, I was 22 and I transitioned from that school.
Okay. And so tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now, what your life is like right now.
Okay. Since I transitioned in 2017, I got accepted into the Tierra del Sol Foundation, a day program in Sunland.
And do you like it there?
I do like it there. And I'm also joining Spectrum Laboratory, and we call it Spec Labs for short.
Yes. And why did you want to join Spec Labs? What was it about Spec Labs that was interesting to you?
All right. What was interesting about me joining Spec Labs is because I have a passion to singing, because I've done it before in my past, and I was recommended it by Luke Rose.
Oh, yeah. We love Luke. I haven't seen Luke since the pandemic. Is Luke doing okay?
Yes, he is. He's doing very well.
Okay, so you've just started at Spec Labs, is that right?
I started Spec Labs last year in February after getting accepted into it in January of last year.
And so what kinds of classes are you taking with Spec Labs right now?
Okay. You want me to tell you the past classes or the current classes?
Tell me the current classes first, and that was a really good question, Anthony.
Yeah, so the current classes I'm in are Mondays singing studio, and then Wednesdays spec bands 1, because we have spec bands 2.
Oh, very good. I didn't realize there were 2 spec bands. So do you play an instrument or are you just a singer?
I'm just a singer.
Well, Bono is just a singer, so that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with just being a singer. What kinds of things do you like to sing, Anthony?
In general or at Spec Labs?
In general.
Disney music, Pixar music, I like Spectrum Laboratory music, and Sly and the Family Stone, just to name 4.
Okay, so what's your favorite Sly and the Family Stone song?
I Want to Take You Higher, actually.
I love that. What a great song. And is that like your signature song that you like to sing when you're someplace where they're doing karaoke?
What do you mean by that?
So have you ever been to at Asner Center when they do karaoke nights, or any place where they do karaoke?
I can't remember, but
okay.
I've done it at home with my karaoke machine.
Okay, there you go. So when it's you and your karaoke machine, like, what are your top 3 songs that you like to sing?
I Want to Take You Higher, The Addams Family, and Dancing Fine by Dominique Brown.
Oh, Dominique Brown, who is an artist with Spec Labs.
Yes.
Does he know that he's in your top 3 of songs to sing?
No, these are just my personal favorites.
Okay, well, I'll bet he would feel very complimented if you were to tell him that. I'll bet he would love that. He's a great artist and a great writer, and you know, it's in his family genes. I think it's his uncle who is Marvin Gaye. So, you know, he comes by it honestly. Do you have other singers in your family?
No, just me.
Just you're the first one. Well, Marvin Gaye might have been the first one. So you told me the other day that you had an exciting update, that you have a new job. Are you allowed to talk about that?
Yes. So, yes, I would like to tell you about it. So I'm currently a part-time associate at Smart and Final in Northridge.
I love that. And, you know, I'm a regular at Smart and Final, and I have been to that store before. So someday, I don't know when, but I'm going to come by and look for you. But I love Smart and Final. For people who don't maybe know what Smart and Final sells, tell them a little bit about Smart and Final.
Yes, so Smart and Final, first it's called Smart and Final Extra because it's the big store as opposed to the small stores where they're just called Smart and Final. And what my store looks like is it's a grocery store in the retail industry.
Yes, but what I love about it is that it's kind of like Costco or Sam's Club, that you can buy big stuff there. Like if you're having a party, Smart and Final is the place to go, right?
Yep.
Or if you're going to be catering things, Smart and Final is the place to go because you can get a much bigger. Like I buy they have tomato sauce. Spaghetti sauce that comes in these ginormous cans. That's the best spaghetti sauce ever on the face of the planet. And that's what I use to make my baked ziti. Whenever I have an event that I'm going to, everybody asks me to make my gluten-free, dairy-free, it's totally vegan spaghetti, and I go to Smart and Final to get the sauce. And I usually, Anthony, have to go to the one in Northridge because everybody else is out of it. The extra one has it more often than other ones. But I'm going to ask you to check for me to see, because you guys were out of it for a long time. And so I might need some insider information for you to tell me when you get it in stock, because it flies off the shelf. Is that a deal?
Okay.
Will you check it out for me if I tell you what the product is?
Yeah, I'll check it out for you. What's the product?
It's the First Street marinara sauce, not fully prepared, but I'll text it to you so we can figure it out and we can connect. It's Smart and Final business, you guys. So do you like working there at Smart and Final?
I love working there.
And what kinds of things do you do there? Do you do a lot of different things, or do you just do a couple of things?
I do a couple of things. It's a lot of tasks, but I'll name you 5 of them.
Okay.
Cart runs, store sweep, cleaning and managing the restrooms in the break room. So that's 3. Stocking, 4th, and the 5th one, go backs.
Okay. Now, so you didn't mention the register. Are you trained yet on the register, or is that something you're going to train later, or you're not interested in the register?
As of now, I'm not at the register as a cashier, but what I could tell you, at times I bag at the registers.
Are you a good bagger?
I am.
Because there are people who are not good.
And small stuff on the top.
There we go. There we go. Amazing. Wonderful. Well, I love that you're working at Smart and Final. I think that that's really wonderful. And you said it's part-time because you're doing other things, like you're doing spec labs. And what other kinds of things what do you like to do with your free time, Anthony?
Free time, like outside work and program hours?
Yeah.
Well, Spectrum Laboratory is part of my free time.
That's
so I'm
true.
there only twice a week.
Yep.
And
but what else do you like to do? Do you like to play video?
And also, I also go to the TDS program at Tierra del Sol, like as I mentioned.
Yes. What kinds of things do you do at Tierra del Sol? I'm saying it wrong. How do you say it?
Tierra del Sol.
Del Sol. And what kinds of things do you do there, Anthony?
Well, during my time there, I've been in their workforce development training program. I've done writing services from cleaning, customer service, managing, supplies. I've also done, what am I going to say here? I've also done food services.
Oh, great. You got a lot of skills. Did they help you to get the job at Smart and Final?
I'm sorry?
Did they help you to get the job at Smart and Final?
They did in summer 2021.
Wow. So you've been working starting in the pandemic. You were working then in the grocery store?
Yeah, during the pandemic.
I'll bet that was hard. What did you find that was okay for you, or were there parts of it that were hard for you?
Kind of both. It was okay because remember, back when I was in school, I was internshipping at the Chatsworth Smart and Final.
Oh, I had forgotten that. Well, so you were a little bit familiar with it then. But Anthony, I don't think we say enough how much gratitude we owe to all of you who are working in grocery, because, talk about being an essential worker. You guys kept us alive during the pandemic. So thank you. You're a hero. Do you realize that?
Thank you.
Yeah. Absolute hero. So what else though do you like to do with your free time? Are you into video games? Are you on the computer at all? What do you like to do when you don't have any of your programs and you don't have spec labs and you don't have work? You watch TV?
On the computer, yes. Listening to music and talking to my friends online.
Awesome.
And off my computer, I also like to go to the park.
Wonderful. And so, Anthony, I know a lot of people write into us and say that they have friends or children that are adults on the spectrum, that the friendship piece is really hard, that they don't have friends. Maybe if you could just tell us, where did you meet your friends? Did you meet them in school or at your activities? Where did you find your friends?
Friends, what type of friends are you referring to?
The friends that you spend time with, are they people that you met when you were doing spec labs? Are they people that you met at work or in your program at Tierra del Sol? Or did you meet them when you were in school at Miller? Where did you meet them?
Oh, let's start with Luke Rose first. Miller.
Okay, so it's school. All right,
Yeah.
pick another friend. Where did you meet them?
Spectrum Laboratory and Tierra del Sol as well.
Okay, because I want for parents and caregivers to hear this, that, just like us, we don't meet friends just like going shopping. But a lot of times we meet friends in the places that we work or the fun things that we do, the classes that we take, or at school, those kinds of things, like everybody. That's where we meet our friends. So I just wanted them to hear that, Anthony. Well, Anthony, is there anything else? We're running out of time. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell the folks at home about your update, about what you're doing now?
Yes, Tierra del Sol and Spectrum Laboratory.
Really amazing. And I was so happy to see you the other day at the Ed Asner Center, and I hope to see you at more of because I try to go to the events there when they have their dances and their parties. It was a fun party, wasn't it?
Very much.
Yeah, the DJ was really good.
Yes.
I didn't dance much. Did you dance much?
Yeah, way more.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. That's what it was for. They were playing a lot of music that was not from my era, but I saw that you guys were loving it. It was good music, but it wasn't my era. I like old people music, Anthony. And they were playing a lot of fun stuff. But I saw you guys dancing a lot, so that's wonderful. Anthony, thank you for taking the time to join us. You're doing remarkable stuff, and thank you for asking me if you could be back on.
You're welcome.
All right.
So,
yes?
So I'm going to share them what I've been doing at Spec Labs.
Okay.
Yeah. And first, Tierra del Sol. So Tierra del Sol, I first started in 2018. I was in Department 50B, and then I got moved to Department 50A.
And what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
What?
What the different departments are. Does it?
Oh, they're both workforce departments. They're just different work sites. Some are the same, but mainly different.
Okay. And what kinds of things are you doing there now?
In Department 50A, where I was virtual during my time of Smart and Final, I finally went back this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm at Bristol. I'm at Bristol Hospice in Glendale and Tierra del Sol's farm.
So tell me the first one again, because I didn't quite hear you. What was the first one you're at?
Bristol Hospice.
Oh, so what do you do there?
Recently I just done the onboarding paperwork, and so I'm going to be doing a lot of projects to benefit their patients there, including flower arrangements.
Oh, Anthony, that's wonderful. What a wonderful, wonderful thing for people that are on hospice. Amazing. What a wonderful service. And so what are you doing then at Spec Labs?
Yeah. So last year, Garth Herberg accepted me in January after registering. And then for the first semester, we did the concert Summer of Spec at Playa Studios in June 17th in Culver City. There, we had 2 acts and 1 intermission. Act 1, we did Zarathustra, Jamboree, I Love My Microphone, My Heart Beats to the Rhythm, My Heart, and Everyday People. Then a 15-minute intermission. And then from Act 2, we did Gotta Get Up, Dancing Fine, I Want to Take You Higher, and Use Your Imagination.
Well, you must have loved that then, because that's some serious Sly and the Family Stone. Can I tell you my favorite Sly and the Family Stone song is Everyday People. Did you watch, what was the movie that won Best Documentary last year? It was like Summer of Soul, right? The movie. Did you watch? And they show Sly and the Family Stone singing that in Central Park. And I said to people, if you don't believe in God, watch that. He's amazing. Like that, when that sound comes out of him, it's just absolutely amazing. So you must have loved that concert because there was a lot of Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah, and in fact, we did a lot of rehearsals. And my favorite part of I Want to Take You Higher is boom, laka, 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 boom, laka, lagoon, kaboom.
I love that part. Love, love, love that. Okay, yeah. So that was last year. Amazing, amazing concert. And so now what are you working on?
Yeah. So I was also there for another semester in fall 2022. Okay. So we did the Halloween season and then the Christmas season.
Oh, right.
Yeah. For the Halloween season, I sang with my group, the Monster Mash, Purple People Eater, and the Addams Family.
Nice.
There, we were at the Forge on the day before Halloween for our performance.
Yes.
And then, and then for the Christmas songs, before I get to this semester, we did Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, which I hear everybody laughs at.
Yes.
And Everyday People again.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah.
And it was the last week of the semester, and then we were performing at the Heart, or MKA Cultural Arts Learning Center in North Hollywood by Amp Rehearsal.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this semester, it's my second year. I'm doing with Garth, I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones.
Love that song.
Nice. Twist and Shout by the Beatles.
Also
and Garth sent us a third song, All Day and All of the Night. So 3 songs.
Okay. I don't know that song. Is that a new song?
Very new song to me.
Okay.
And the other 2 as well.
All right. Well, so when are you going to perform those songs? Have you got a performance coming up? Is it on the books? Is it scheduled yet?
That is to be determined.
Okay.
But we're shooting for a knitting studio in North Hollywood in May.
Okay. Well, I want to know. I'm sure that Garth and Jason will tell me because I'd like to come. Anthony, that's all the time we have, but I just want to thank you for all the work that you're doing and for sharing it with us.
Oh, you're welcome, Shannon.
All right. You take care now, okay?
Okay, so before we go, how can I hear next time through my speakers?
We'll figure that out for next time. Okay? All right. You take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.